somewhat looser feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
Hey everybody, good to see everybody here. Can everyone hear and see me well? How's everything looking? We're going to go over the extra credit to start today, and hopefully everyone can hear and see me. I see Jennifer and Justin and Andrew and Campbell and Anita and Nicole and Binkley and Kat. Sure, love it. All the names, yes, you can see and hear me. That is great. I've got my huge TV behind me, 80-inch. UT went all out, got me this humongous monitor. I swear I'll touch it. But how is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? You gotta say how you're doing in the chat. How is everyone doing today? Got a little bit of water left. So doing well. Alan, good to have you here. Alan is helping out with the Discord server. Everything Nadai is great. Leia's doing good. Awesome. So good to see everybody here. And I think I'm on ultra low latency. I'm gonna make sure I check this that I'm not using regular latency or there'll be a longer delay. So good to have you. If you're saying hello to me right now, if you're talking to me, you get 20 points. Now, if you notice, I've got the points behind me right now. There's a lot to learn today. This class is a bit unique. This class is meant to be fun, it's meant to be entertaining, and it's meant to teach you. That's kind of goal number one. Maxwell, I'm glad you're doing great right there. Goal number one of this class is that you learn. But then I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy your time here. I want you to feel like we're here to help each other. I know that sounds crazy, but we started calling ourselves Stat Nation this summer. And what's even cooler is, and I said this to, I think, 474, we're going to do a weekly Friday Kahoot because you got to have some fun. And there'll be 10 question Kahoots. I want to get I may have tweeted Jack Black yesterday on my Stat201 Twitter account. I may have done that. And it may have no tweet. No one noticed it. He's like, what the heck is this? He's like, yeah, you're a random account. But anyways, if one of these days we have Jack Black in here doing a Kahoot with us or something like that, I think that'd be awesome. We're not going to bug these people. I mean, I was just I'll just try it. You never know. You just cast some lines out there and you see what hits. But, maybe UT athletes will want to join in. Anyone who wants to join in and have some fun, that's what we're here to do. And we're going to try to keep it fun and entertaining all semester. We've got a lot of cool stuff in store. I've got some new intros. I've got a Marvel intro. So if you're like, hey, Brian, I've seen that Rick and Morty intro 1,000 times. We've got new intros coming up. Even Jason and I are working on an 80s themed intro coming up here. So if you're wondering what this class is, once again, we're here to learn and have fun. But right now, we're going to learn an important thing about this class. So a lot of people were saying, hey, Brian, and I want you to call me Brian. But here's what I want you to do right now. Whenever you have a question, I want you to tag me. But let's play a game of tag. Here, I'm going to tag Parker. I'm going to say hi to Parker. Now, what Parker sees when I @ Parker is they'll see their name highlighted. Also, Parker's now a mod. We'll talk about mods here in a moment. But Parker will see in their name, in the chat, their name is highlighted. Their name will be in orange. It's a great color that they highlighted in. So go ahead and tag somebody for 20 points. For 20 points right now, and these are the common extra credits. Go ahead and tag someone in the chat right now for 20 points. Let's see all these tags in the chat. All of everyone saying, hey to so-and-so, hey to so-and-so. Oh, Alan tags Stat201 right there. So go ahead and start tagging people. Love it. You can tag other people. Yes, we see Hunter. Hunter's first person to tag someone else. Hunter gets 50 points right here. We'll talk about these points here in a second. But look at all these people tagging everybody, saying hello to their friends. Ask someone how they're doing today. Be like, hey, how's your day going? You doing well? Oh, thank you so much, Justin. You're the best. I appreciate that. And you see, I can see these comments right here towards me really quickly. So be learning how this works, be learning how to interact and work with people while we're here. So whenever you want to ask someone a question or you have a message you want to send to someone, just simply @ them and make sure to @ me whenever you have a question to me. So look at that right there. Everyone's like, how are you doing today? This is awesome. One thing that I got an email today that really made my day. I had a student who emailed me and they said they had a tough time and they said the class was really, they were like, it was fun, it was exciting, and just made me, they were like, I liked it. And that's what I want. I want you to actually enjoy coming to this class. When people tell me I miss your class, that means a lot to me. So I want you to realize that this class is not what I do. I feel like I'm tearing up. I'm not tearing up, I promise. This class is not what I do. It's what we do. We're here to make this fun. We're here to interact. And how do I generally get you guys and gals to do that? Well, I do it through extra credit. So if you're like, wait a minute, Brian, what are these points you're shouting out? What are you saying, 20 points, 50 points, whatever? You can get a max. Here's the big thing. Every class, you can get 200 points. Vols help vols. We know vols help vols, and vol means all. We know what we're talking about right here. Hunter, you're right. Muhammad and Hunter, 50 points each of you right there. So you've got the common extra credit, 20 points. I throw those out all the time. You've got the rare extra credit, 50, the amazing 100, and the epico 200 points extra credit. You can only get 200 per class. And here's another 20 extra credit points. I want you to have your notebook out next to you. Like, let's pretend this iPhone is my notebook. It'd be a horrible notebook. But you should have your notebook out next to you. And if you get extra credit, like if I'm like, who else? Let's see here. Jack, I haven't given you extra credit yet. Jack, you're getting 20 points right now. So Jack, you would write down 20 points. Just write it down in your notebook and kind of keep track of it. It'll keep you more engaged. It just kind of activates your mind in a different way because our minds are not meant to be on one topic for like 20, 30 minutes. You kind of need that break. You kind of need that fun. You need to veer off topic for a moment and then go back because then your mind kind of gets refreshed. How are you keeping track of the points on your end? Brenton, amazing question. Brenton, 50 points right there. So there's a few ways. There is a Google Sheet that I'll send out. Look for the announcement on it. You'll enter your points in there weekly. So you will enter your points into the Google Sheet. Does that make sense, everyone? There's a Google form I will send out. You will enter your points in. And usually I update this around like a month in. So I'll go through and it's a fun process. But whatever your name is in the chat, make sure to put that in. So if you have a name that's not your name, although it says first, last name, make sure you put it in. And hopefully I might have to email someone and be like, hey, I don't see you on the Streamlabs. So you can track your Streamlab points with this right here. Let's see if it works. Come on, Streamlabs. You might see me doing like 7 streams to get this working. And Streamlabs, where you at? Streamlabs. Do it. Brenton knows right there with Streamlabs. So it should work. It's been working all today. I already sent the Google Doc. Good, good, good. Streamlabs. Let me click the button for the cloud bot. If Streamlabs is not working, I will cry. I clicked the cloud bot button. Okay. Is Streamlabs now working? No, Streamlabs is not going to work on... It worked yesterday for 201. Streamlabs, how dare you? The good news is, okay, so Streamlabs has worked 3 out of 4 streams lately. And if it doesn't work with this stream, I am utterly confused. You could go back and look at today's streams and see it working. And you know that classic saying have you tried turning it on and off? We're gonna try that over here. Sometimes it takes a moment for Streamlabs to warm up. I've noticed that too. So usually sometimes I wait till I'm like, give it a try now. Okay, I turned it on and off. Okay, so if Streamlabs starts working, which so we'll cross our fingers, we'll try again in a little bit here. Oh, Streamlabs. Why you do this to us, Streamlabs? It started working on Hunter. So I might have to flip the bot on and off. Streamlabs is now working. Oh, Justin right there. Justin, I need to reset your points. I'll have to look back at like this first lecture. I can also look at watch time and stuff like that. So, so send me your points and I'll kind of have a rough idea and I'll reset points right here. So, please, yeah, maybe email me and tell me, hey, Brian, reset my points. Because a bunch of people have points from previous semesters. Miles, good to see you, Miles. I love it. I know Miles right there. Oh, Miles, yeah. Man, Miles, you were in 201 last semester when everything got shut down and everything. Miles, so good to see you. And I'm sure I know Justin Lang, I think I know your name too. But does everyone, you have 60 points? Email me about it and I'll reset it so that way we know. And after today, you'll probably have another 70 points. Yeah, so good to see you, Miles. Like, yeah, I just remember, I think I saw you one time when I was playing Pokemon Go on campus too. Not that I play Pokemon Go. I'm not ashamed of that. I love Pokemon Go. How often are we supposed to upload the points? You'll upload them once a week. You don't have to worry about these points. These points are tracked for you. Does that make sense to everybody? These points are tracked. And probably what I'll do is after the first week, if you enter your points, I might reset them on Streamlabs. So hopefully we don't see anyone with crazy, crazy points. Maybe I'll just have to I don't know. Maybe I'll reset the whole database. So thank you so much, Brenton. I appreciate that. But we're going to make sure you guys have a point economy that works. So you need to enter into the form I send out your points you get. Now, this is a key. You can get 500 points a week, and you can get a max of 200 points per class. Now, there is a new thing I'm doing called Last Week I Asked My Students. And so it's kind of all the questions I might ask you. Maybe I'll ask you questions at the end of this video and stuff like that. And yes, I knew you're a former student. I knew it. I was like, I know that name. And so we got a new intro right here. Check it out. And I'll explain this in a moment here. Let's check out our new intro.
Leave your business analytics questions below, and I'll respond quickly or in the next episode of Louis Yam.
Okay, we're back from the intro right here. So what is this last week I asked my students? It's basically all the questions I ask you or you ask me. It can be last week you asked me or I asked you. Either way it works. It's play on, Jack Films. And that's actually Jack Films singing. I paid for a cameo. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so I may read your comments out during a video, but leave... Oh, thank you so much, Andrew. Leave your comments below. And so here's the big thing. If you see an ad on a video, well, there's one way I don't like ads to appear. If we get hit with a copyright claim on YouTube, ads might appear on a video. So Stat 201, I'm going to show you 10 seconds of it, or 2 seconds of it. It's so cool. Okay, I need a vote. Okay, we got to do a vote. Here, wait, we're doing a vote. We're doing our first vote. You ready? This is my last class of the day. We're having some fun here. Okay, where's my polls at? There we go. Those are my polls. True or false? Brian should show the video for a mere moment that got him copyright claimed yesterday. True or false? And I'll show just part of it, and we might try to show more of it. True or false? You can vote. I'm voting false. It won't get us in big trouble. So you have to do exclamation mark vote and then true or false. So you have to do the exclamation mark vote. I will do what the class says. So you have to do the exclamation. Does everyone see how I did it? You have to do the exclamation mark vote, and then it'll count the votes. So you have to do, yep, people are getting it now. Oh my gosh, we don't even have one false. I think the false vote was mine. Yeah, people are getting it right there. Like, Ryan, great job. Brenton, oh my, I am getting way outvoted. Oh, there was another, who put false other than me? Someone else put it. Okay. I'm going to show a mere moment of it. So you guys will get a sneak peek right here. To do the best intro of it, I have to go back to the main screen. So I'm going to switch. Oh, great job. If you voted in that poll, you get 20 points. We're just having some fun. We're learning about the class right now. Here's the intro that I think is absolutely amazing. And so we're going to go to the main screen. Then we're going to see the intro for a second. We're going to come back and have a little bit more fun before we get more serious. Okay, so let's check out a moment of that intro. Okay, I'm going to see if that gets me copyright claimed. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so just to explain briefly, I don't put ads on our lecture video, but if we get hit with a copyright claim because of that, and it's a full intro, you can go to the 201 video from yesterday and you can see it. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. I love it. And I was like, come on. Like 7 seconds of Alan Silvestri's music. So I think it's the coolest intro we have. Oh man, thank you, Brenton. We're gonna keep it cool. We're gonna keep it exciting. I got lots of other intros and stuff that we can use. We even got a Stranger Things intro that we haven't used yet. So we'll see what happens there. So anyways, once again, leave your comments on the videos. If you put this tag, I may read them. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a 500-point bounty on the first comment on the video. Now it has to be a real comment. You can't just say hi. Don't do that. I'm putting a 500-point bounty. Sorry that this class is the first class you heard, but no one's leaving comments. So leave a comment. Someone's gonna go do it like right now. My channel's gonna blow up with comments. But this is how YouTube does engagement. And you say, well, why does this ad revenue stuff matter? Right now we're doing cahoots with the ad revenue. So last week I gave someone a $25 Amazon gift card. I said DoorDash during the event, but they said, hey, can I get Amazon instead? And I was like, sure, 25 bucks is 25 bucks. So we amazingly have been making like $5 a day on YouTube for the last 2 days because the start of semester. I know, I agree, Brandon, right there. And so if we were to make $5 a day all year, how much money would we make from the channel that we then give back to students? How much money would we make if we made $5 a day, like all year long? I mean, $5 doesn't sound like much, which is kind of crazy because you're like, hey, if I cut out my daily 2 Red Bull, how much would we make? 50 points, first person to tell me. $5 a day, if I could manage that on YouTube, how much would we make all year? I thought you said over 900. I was about to crack up. Or 9,000. So 500 a day all year long. I went steady at 200-point bounty on this all year. Boom. You know, Brenton, you're right. Brenton, I'm throwing you the 200 because if it's a semester, Brenton, you're right. And Justin gets his 200 for the day. So, so we could make almost $2,000 by making $5 a year. One of my big goals is I'd really like us to do some sort of scholarship. If we could somehow do a scholarship through this channel, which, sorry, our classes won't be the recipients of it, but maybe a year or two down the line, no, Brenton, you totally get it. I'm giving you the 200 points. You were the first, and yeah, I might have said semester. We'll rewind the tape. So anyways, if you see ads, it just generates a little bit of revenue for the channel. You can skip ads, don't worry. You can use ad blocker, I don't care. But I'm just explaining why there's ads. So if anyone, and I don't put them on lecture videos unless we get copyright claimed by Marvel again. But I mean, it's a small price to pay for awesome, epic Avengers music and intro. It's the Mew symbol in the background. It's Stat 102 Mewtwo, which is another reference. Okay. Anyways, so if you attend Not Trend, oh, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. No, Andrew, 50 points right there. Don't worry. You can say, I appreciate that. It's students give me these ideas and I try to, it's actually, I watched a streamer and he kind of had a background like this and I was like, I'm going to mimic that. I'm going to do what he did with the screen and like the alpha layer. So I appreciate it, Andrew. Give me ideas. It's students who inspire me, and streamers and YouTubers and Twitch and all that stuff inspires me. So if you can't tell, that's what this is all built off of. Yes, we do have a Twitch channel, and if we do Amazon Primes, that might be a really quick way for us to raise money like that. Like that. Yeah. Anyways, so one other thing to mention right here is we might have some special guest hosts. Yeah, if you want to, Alan, if you want to drop that in Alan probably knows where the Twitch is at. If you want to drop that in, and maybe we'll do some Twitch soon, which we probably should. We won't do class on Twitch. We'll just do fun things on Twitch and Amazon Prime stuff maybe. So another thing is, I think I mentioned at the start that I tweeted a person, and once again, we don't want to bug people. You know, they have their own lives, they're doing their own thing. You know, but my dream is, I don't have a link to the Discord. Give me 2 seconds. I think I can get it. I will go grab the Twitch. Oh, maybe I can't find it as easily as I thought. I will find it for you next class. So next class I'll find it. It's not currently on this computer. Okay, I will find it. It's Stats1 on Twitch, though. If people find it, tell me if you find it. I didn't think of that for class. I didn't have that prepared. I will find it, though. So anyways, if you didn't know Julio Bourbon, he played for the Texas Rangers. We always give shout outs to Julio. He sometimes shows up here. He's such an awesome guy. He lives the spirit of Vols help Vols. Such an amazing, like, just a jovial person who really has been here to help students. And he's talked to so many students about the baseball industry because he went to the College World Series while he was here at UT, and he also went to the Texas Rangers World Series game. So he might show up. I'm hoping he does. So you'll get to see, oh, dude, Ryan, well, you'll get to see him again. And we might even have maybe a student join in or something. We'll see, whatever he's up for. And we might take student questions. We might people appear on video and be like, hey, what's up, Julio? And he's like, hey, what's up? Like, one time we were at my office hours and he called, and so I was like, hey, Julio, what's happening? And he was like, hey, Brian, I just had some questions. And then someone was like, hey, is that Julio? And I was like, yeah. And then they started talking to him for like 20 minutes. Julio was like, yeah, I'll talk to you. What's up? And he was like, yeah. So exactly. So we like to have fun here. And as much as people want to be involved and help out, that's what we want. So someone like that who's like, I want to meet with your students, I want to talk to your students, that's awesome. But no one has any obligations. We just, we're very grateful for what people have done and helped us out with. Here we go right here, Streamlab points. So the points you're getting via Streamlabs, they simply add on. So you don't need to track these yourself. And please tell me if you need your points reset. If I see it semester, someone has like 40,000 because Brian destroys the point economy, unless I did that again, and I hopefully won't do it. You should have a normal amount of points here. And you see Streamlabs will tell you your points. You get these points here for watching, and they should start adding up. They add up every 5 minutes. So depending on how long you're in the stream, they will start to add up. So we should start seeing people have points. It's saying 0. Streamlabs, you better be giving people points, Streamlabs. We'll see if Streamlabs is doing its job. Oh no. I'm getting worried. We'll see at the end of the stream if it worked, but it's talking to us. It took a vote earlier. Well, that's weird. Okay, we'll give Streamlabs its moment. Oh, I wonder if it's Anita. Yeah, I was like, I know. Oh, look, someone's got 5 points for watching right here. So I think it's starting to add up. I think Streamlabs. Oh, there we go. We got people. So you might have to be active in chat these days. They might have changed the rules for Streamlabs. We'll figure it out. We'll make sure we know how Streamlabs is working or not working. But it's one of the coolest features we have. And maybe I'll up the points on Streamlabs. I might do that. Okay, so another big thing is Data Camp. Has anyone checked out Data Camp and given it a try yet? Anybody? 20 points. Tell me yes or no, even if it's no. Me, Jennifer, awesome. What do you think of it? So Data Camp is completely free for 6 months. And as UT students, I know you were doing the midterm. You had been talking about chat. I don't know how it is now. Oh, no, chat's doing well. And so check out Data Camp. You've signed up and haven't practiced, totally fine. I completed the intro programming to R course. That's awesome, Sexton right there. Great job. And so it's a really good help to do data camp. You're not required to, but you do get bonus. Great job, Nikhil. Yeah, Nikhil, right? I think, did you take 201? I think so. I'm this weekend trying to learn R for BAS 471. That's awesome, Lilia. So great job. So great job. Oh, we will find it. It's Stat 201 UTK. So, and hopefully it should be that right there. It should be that. So you will need to track the points I give you when I shout it out. I will add these on I will add your points on that I shout out to you, and you can only get a 200 max per class. You can get 500 per week, and the data camp is separate. There is no limit to the data camps. Does that make sense? So the data camp is a whole separate, it's just its own thing. Does this all make sense? How are people doing on the point economy? And hopefully it looks like, I don't know if Streamlabs is adding points right now, but yeah. We look to be pretty good on the point economy right here. You just keep track of it in your notebook as I say it to you. That's how you get the points. Other thing to mention right now is mods. So if you are a mod in the chat, if someone were to come in here and say something like that was kind of mean, and if you have a name I don't recognize, just email me and say, hey, Brian, I'm so-and-so in the chat. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And then I'll add you as a mod. And if it comes from a UTK email. And these points right here, oh, amazing question, Andrew. 100 points, Andrew. Really great question. See, look, what can these points go to? So what these points go to, we'll find it, Sauce God. Maybe I got removed. That'd be bad. What do these points go to right here? They go to your final bonus in the class. So this is huge. Your final bonus in the class right here can be as much as 2 points. That's the difference from an A- to an A B to a B+. This is huge. And you only need 500 points to get 0.5 points on your grade, a rounding, a full round up. And so this right here, you can achieve this in 1 week. In 1 week, you can achieve this. So how many weeks of full extra credit for another 50 points do you need to get the max extra credit? How many weeks of full extra credit would you need? And Streamlabs should be doing its thing. Streamlabs, you better be working. We don't pay for nothing. We don't pay them anything. 10 weeks. Awesome job right there. Justin and Jeffrey and Brenton and Hunter, 2 more people. Anita and Miles, 50 points, all of you right there. And Kiana and Kenneth and Alan. I'm just going crazy here. Nadai, awesome. A8 also. And Ryan, great job. Chandler, Justin, Campbell, everyone answering gets 50 points. I appreciate it. Oh, Streamlabs is giving out points again. It said it found points. It went and bought some points, and now it's giving them back out. So if you can't tell, be here, be live, be interacting, and you will get points. Sometimes I might give a lot of points during class or a little, but there's always the opportunities to go and post comments on videos. Definitely make them related. Don't be like, cool video. I mean, be like, you can put timestamps. You know what? I want to show that too. I want to show a timestamp thing. One of the things I really like about what we can do, and I'm going to hop over here. A really cool feature on YouTube right now is the ability to timestamp stuff. And so if you go to any video, and I'll try to do this for all my videos, please tell me if I didn't put timestamps in them. And so let's go right here, currently live on YouTube. And let's go over to the main screen. Here we go to the main screen. Let's do this. Okay, so we're on the main screen right now. With us on the main screen, you'll notice right here, hovering over the timeline on the bottom, there's timestamps on it. So you can see where I'm covering just the general stat starts here, and you've got the syllabus discussion, and then you've got chapter 1, and then you've got classes over, and that's why I put up my classes over screen. But does everyone understand that you've got this timeline down here which shows you, and look at this Marvel intro. You can watch the full Marvel intro right here. Does data camp track the points? You'll have to email me those points right there. You'll have to email me the data camp points. So, oh, someone left a comment. Awesome. So this is what we've got right here with all this good stuff. Last but not least, let's talk about how to email me, and then we'll talk about mods. So when it comes to emailing me, use this right here. Now, you don't have to put your actual initials, but you can get 20 points right now. Great job, Emily, getting those 5 points right there. Oh, thank you so much, this God. I love that. I appreciate that so much. I want to make this fun. I want to make this entertaining. That's what we do. We appreciate you right here. And so what you want to do is you want to put in your class, and then you want to put in your initials, and then you want to put in the title here. Does that make sense? This helps me reply. Now, 20 points each person who tells me, how quickly have I responded to one of your emails in recent times? How quickly have I responded? Let's see what people are saying. Did it take me 2 days? 5 days? A week? 5 minutes? Oh, Campbell, you're awesome right there. Campbell, I know. And Campbell, did you have 201? I think you might have had 201 with me. I know that name. So 20 minutes, 15 minutes, lightning, 2 hours, really fast, less than a day, within an hour. Awesome. Yeah, that's very fast. I like that right there. So this is my goal. Do realize this though. Can we put the data camp points into the Google Sheet? Yep, put the data camp points into the Google Sheet. One thing is that, like on today, I teach all day. So I was teaching at 8 a.m. and I had some time to respond to emails around 1. And then I'll respond to some more emails later tonight. So, what is that? Grab Rave. Oh, I know. I haven't paid Monster Cat yet because it'd be like $5 a month. Now we're gonna get double copyright claimed. So I still got a Crab Rave button on here. So with this right here, then that's awesome. And the biggest thing is I will reply to you quickly. We'll have speed runs. You guys know all the cool stuff. We got speed runs. Let me bring up the speed run thing. This is the last thing we'll mention. Then we'll go over to the syllabus, talk about that a little bit more. The whole point of this discussion right now, and I'll bring up your questions too. The whole point of this discussion right now is so you understand how this class is structured. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be entertaining. I know this is a little ADD right now. I mean, I am a little ADD, maybe a lot ADD, but there's a lot to take in right now that this is an online streaming class. But usually we're going to have slides up and we're going to be talking through them. We're going to be talking about business analytics ideas. But like people like Justin are asking right now for 50 points, can we see that speed run screen? You bet. You know what we're going to do? We're opening a new sheet and we're going to show you what a speed run looks like. I'm going to speed run 10 questions. So I'm going to speed run 10 questions right here. So if we only have 2 classes per week and can get a max of 200 points, how do we get those extra 500 points? Boom. Oh, I didn't even say it. You can attend live premieres of videos for another 50, and you can also comment below videos. So you can, if you comment below a video and make it like something like related to class, like about a topic or something, or you attend a live event like a video premiere or Kahoot. I'm going to try to do more video premieres and more Kahoots. Then you get 50 points. So this is how you get the extra ones, attending live events. And I think I said attending class live is also 50 points. So sure, why not? So if you attend class live, you also get 50 points. So be attending class live. And so I guess, yeah, maybe you make it, I don't know. I'm not ruining the point economy. I'm not doing it again. It'll finally a semester where I don't ruin the point economy. If you're wondering why I say that, my goal is to give everyone as much extra credit as I can. You're welcome right there. Should I call you A8? Should I call you A8? Whatever you, or should I call you 8? 8's nice and easy to say. So did attending week 0 Kahoot count? You bet. Kiana, great answer, Christian answer right there. I stream on Twitch even though I don't have affiliate, which we're having an average of 3 more viewers. I've never gotten taken down and I play copyright. I know, isn't it crazy? Well, I don't get taken down. I just get copyright claims. I don't want there to be ads on class videos because Marvel can put ads on our videos then. Tell you what, check this out. We're going to go to the main here, and then we're going to hop over because this one's got the transition to it. So let's hop over and see some Mega Man. Awesome. Cool, we got the Stats 101 speed run right here. So we're going to take a speed run. Can Brian answer 10 questions in under 2 minutes? You got to help me out here because I can only do this with you. So let's go. 10 questions under 2 minutes. I need this. There's no questions. No questions. I need questions. I'm going to lose this speed run. Got to help me out. I need questions from you. This is the speed run of 10 questions from students. I don't have any questions. Where are you? I'm in Texas right now. I'm in College Station, Texas. What's your favorite movie? Probably Spider-Verse is amazing. Spider-Verse is great. Or Deadpool. I haven't streamed on Twitch yet. Maybe we'll stream on Twitch. How is yours? I don't know. It grows. Favorite Mega Man boss? Oh, dude, like Gutsman is a crazy name. What's it? Mega Man 2 is my favorite one. That's the dude like picks stuff up and throws it. Don't get me talking about Mega Man. I'll fail this speed run. How long I've been growing my hair out? Since the February or March craziness started. You can just watch the streams. When's your birthday? In January. That's halfway. That's my question for you. Favorite line from a movie? I'm like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. That's so awesome if you know what that's from. Favorite console? Probably old school Nintendo. I got so much time. Favorite sport? Oh, that's a tough one. What do I like? I don't know. Oh, you stumped me. I don't watch a lot of sports. What is cool? Curling's interesting. That's something you just like eat pizza and watch too when they got the brooms. It's like, who made this up? Does the class relate to Stat 201 at all? Totally. The whole start of it is all Stat 201. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? Oh, there was one in Mortal Kombat 3. He'd bring the spikes up from the background. I think it's 10 questions. I got extra time. CSGO Global Offense is that what it's called? I don't play CSGO. I wish I don't know. I never got into it. We got bonus time right now. I'm making it hard for people. Favorite Shrek movie? You got to go Shrek 1 or Shrek 2. I mean, those are the only ones to choose between. Favorite food? Good burger's really great. Like Stock and Barrel Burger. Favorite YouTuber? Ooh, I watch Philip DeFranco. Probably, who else? I don't know. Philip DeFranco's really good. I don't know. He's like my daily show. That's got it, man. We destroyed this. Soccer Taco. Oh, Soccer Taco. Yeah, Soccer Taco. Stock and Barrel's good. Soccer Taco. Favorite Smash character? That's got to be Samus. That's easy. There's easy ones and there's hard ones. If so, hop on a match with me. Oh. I've heard about Valorant. I've actually watched a former UT player play some Valorant. Favorite line? Yeah, we did that. Awesome. Love the Joker quote. Yeah, like, dude, I've dressed up as the Joker. We also might have a possibility of me hosting class as the Joker with this hair. I haven't seen that anime yet. I've heard really good things. And what's that guy's name? There's a YouTuber who goes and plays piano in public, and he's been doing that. Hopefully you guys don't have an echo. I've got two mics. My mic's double picking up, and I don't know which one to turn off. And last time I made a mistake. So let's hop back here to the main screen. Okay. I think you guys are just ready for some fun today. So if you have questions about class, Super Strikers, I'm trying to think what that is. Is that Mario Super Strikers? Favorite singer? Ben Folds, or let's go with Block B, K-pop group Block B, because they did a video that, like, if you watch, they've got like a Joker video. Block B has it's like Dark Knight, so they did that. What genre do you listen to? Either piano or K-pop. So I don't know, or like pop music from Korea. So it was a TOP who was like, yes, it's just pop music. So I think he said that in an interview. I was like, yeah, I guess I don't know. It's weird but it's really interesting. This is my last comment on this. We kind of get brought up on like, I would love to go. Like, I want to travel, but the world's interesting right now. And we'll bring up the syllabus right here. This is our going to syllabus time. Going to the syllabus. Let's do the syllabus time. Download the syllabus. I've already downloaded it 10 times today. I would love to go there. I'd love to travel the world. I'd love to experience different cultures and try to understand and just get to see the world and learn about these things like firsthand. But it's really cool. And I don't know, if it's got piano in it, that's probably my favorite. Anything with piano. So if you like, hey Brian, you should hear this song, it's got piano, because I grew up playing piano. So that's another random fact about Brian. Okay, so we are ready to learn about the class. We had our fun. We understand what's going on with the stream. Let's go ahead and learn what's going on. Now, the Discord. Now, Alan is our big, thank you, Nicholas. 20 points right there, Nicholas. And also Brenton. Alan is our big Discord person, as in he knows everything about Discord, and we are going to make sure that we get as many people involved with the Discord as we can, and we're going to have a good, happy, healthy community there, and we're also having TAs join in to help out students. Please tell us if there's any problems. I'll send it out later, Alan, so I'll send out the Discord link. You got it, and thank you so much, Alan. Alan even boosted our server. Like, thank you so much. For anyone who knows Discord, Alan's been a huge help, and he's one of the mods on our Discord, so thank you very much, Alan. I really appreciate it. And so, Alan, you're on max. You already got max, I think, at the start, because you were here at the very, very start. So great job. So I will hold office hours on Discord and on YouTube. So here's the really good thing. Let's say you don't get Discord. You can still watch on YouTube. And if you need, I can meet on Zoom. It's not the end of the world. If you're like, hey, Brian, I don't want to get this Discord thing. I don't know how to use it. We can meet. I should put that as a command. In here. The bot could say, like, hey, join the Discord. But with this right here, I will hold office hours on YouTube where you can watch me do work, and you can also be in the chat asking questions. I will also hold office hours on Discord where I can like bring you into our individual room. You can show me what you're working on, and I can show you how to do stuff. A big thing to mention here is over the summer, we had students meeting up on Discord and working with each other. You can show someone your screen on Discord. That's okay. I mean, just make sure you're like, hey, here's what I want you to see. But you can show someone your screen and ask them how to solve something. So you can walk through a problem with someone and say, hey, I'm stuck on this question right here. How do I, let's go to a part of it. It says, run summary on this right here. How do I do this? And they say, okay, you take summary, that's a function. And then you take this data set right here and you put inside of it. I don't think I have the prod launch data set loaded up, so that won't load. And that has to be loaded in. Do we have a load on it? There it is right here. Do I have that downloaded? I don't have it downloaded. But if I had it downloaded, it would work. So what we could do is we could do summary on a different data set. I have survey 9 in there. So let's do survey 9 instead. So it would work on the data set if I had the data set loaded, and you can see that's how to do it. Now, this is the right way to help people with homework assignments, is you say, okay, summary gives you a summary of whatever variables you're looking at. Does everyone kind of see what's going on right here? We've got people's class levels at UT. Let's learn a little bit of R real quick. You ready for this? Here's survey from 2009. It feels like yesterday. And what variable do you want a summary of? What variable? We're going to do a little 201 review right here. We're going to give 200 points. First person, tell me variable they want. Tell me variable you want a summary of. What do you want a variable summary of? First person, class level. Let's do it. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to look at this vector. And what do I mean by a vector? This is what everybody reported. Does this make sense? Like, take a look. Here's people's class levels. And then I'm just putting it into like a line where it just prints out everything just repeatedly. Like, take a look. We see junior, junior, sophomore, senior, senior. Junior, junior, sophomore, senior, senior. Can everyone translate what's going on here, that this is just in a column and it's just printing all of it to the screen if we just went down this way right here? All these things are just being printed. Oh, yeah, check that out. Yeah, go there and check out that YouTube channel if you want. That's a coder, it looks like. Jump flashbacks. Yeah, it's basically this right here. It's just a data sheet like Excel. This looks just like Excel. And then we can go right here and see everything. But get this. We can go before this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this object right here and we're going to type summary. And guess what? There's a summary. Let's do something different though. And I want everyone who tells me something I can do on this gets their 200 points for the day. I'm going to change summary. And I want you to tell me a function I can run on it, even if I have to tell you what the function is. But this is a quantitative variable, review of 201, actual real numbers, and I want you to tell me something I can do with it. Average, which is mean, you get your 200 points right there. Great job. I can get the mean of it. Yeah, I'll give everyone saying average. We got to get new ones though. So Kenneth and Nikhil get it right there. Everyone's saying mean. No, they do it. Median. I love it right there, Maxwell. You got it. Everyone's saying mean. You are correct. We can do median. And what else? What do we got also? I think we can do mode. Is there a mode? Oh, there's mode. I've never done mode. Oh, it's like the modality of it. Modality? Well, I don't know how to do mode. Oh, I know how to do mode. It'd be a lot less fun. Range? We should be able to do range of it. There's the range of it. What else do we see? Min. If you're giving an answer right now, you're going to do 200 points for the day. I should not have given out the points that quickly, but standard deviation, that should be SD right there. There's the standard deviation. You can do the variance. Oh, no, I deleted it. But does everyone see how I'm just changing this argument before the IQR? That is capitalized IQR. Great job. It looks like Campbell. Great job. It's just capitalized IQR. So when we say like you don't need to find these things by hand, the max, you bet. Nice job. Excellent work there. So all of these things right here that you said, all we're doing is just taking this vector of data, and let's take a look at our vector of data, and all of you just coded. All of you just coded. You know what's even better? You've got the autocomplete right here. So when you type 3 letters, if you type sum, it's going to give you sum, and you can see summary, and you can even hover over this, and it'll tell you what it does. So you can use it to help you out and to be like, okay, what do I put inside of this? And you can run it and see what you get. You can also do things like quantiles. So we can do quantile right here, and then we put in a second argument. I'm breaking the rules. Someone gets 250 today. If you can tell me what I need to put in here for the second argument for Q3, you get 250. Brian rarely breaks the rules. I'm going to try to do it only once per class. And you get, instead of 200, this is Brian breaking the rules. You only get more than 200 when Brian says, I broke the rules. Well, I need to put a second argument, and I want to get Q3. Boom, Hunter. Hunter got it. That's it right there. There we go. Does everyone see this? This is what I want the quantiles of. This is what quantile I want. Does that make sense that Hunter just figured it out? Hunter, have you coded before? I think it's more impressive if you haven't. You're like never coded. If you haven't coded, you just figured something out. If you have, that's all right. But that's awesome, Hunter. That's awesome. You play. That's awesome. I should have played that. I should have done that as a start. Anyways, okay. So you never know what's going to happen here. So with this right here, you can see we can get the median. We can do all these different things, and we can get different percentiles in the data. So does this all make sense what's going on right here? Who's with me on this? Who feels like coding might not be so bad? Or who's like, oh no? Because I can bring it back a little bit here. Good job. Nice job, Hunter. Awesome. Little confused. Don't worry. I kind of tossed you into the deep end here, but I want to say something big. Don't be too nervous because here's the coding school. So here's the biggest thing. You ready for this? The biggest thing I want you to know is this, and let's put a note right here, and I need to tell all the classes this. If you are stuck on something for more than 5 minutes, contact Brian. I would say email me, but you can email me, you can message me on the Discord, but if you're stuck for more than 5 minutes, let me know. You can also put questions in the general chat. I've only said, we start out very slow here. The first few things we learn how to do, the first few things you'll learn how to do is like make a sequence. So we'll make like a sequence going from 1 to 20. So you ready for this? There's a sequence from 1 to 20. And I even put a mistake in there, but it worked. So there's a sequence from 1 to 20. How about a sequence going from 1 to 50? There we go. What do you think this will print out? If I were to do this right here, let's do this. Can anyone tell me for breaking the rules 50 points over your 250, so you get 250, can anyone tell me what numbers this will print out? Gotta be quick typing. Someone's like, close. Tell me all the numbers. I want to see all the numbers it's going to print. What's it going to show to the screen? Anita, you're right. I want to see someone. I'm going to put you all at 200. You're at 200. If not, boom. Saxon right there. Got it. Great job. And Ryan, I'm going to both of you were so quick on it. So there we go. I broke the rules for both of you. Boom. You got it. You got it. It starts at this. And watch this. Let's make it easier to read. From 0 to 50 by 10. So there's the arguments right there in order. So does this feel a little bit easier? Right? When you read this, it's going to go from 0 to 50 by 10. Does this make a little more sense right here? And then when you see what it prints out, it goes from 0 to 50 by 10s. Does that, are we feeling a little bit better on that? Like, okay, slowed it down a little bit here. We're good. And I want you to just realize we're going to start at this pace when we start coding. We're not going to go too fast. And when you're stuck, what do you do? For 50 points, and we're maxing out so many people today, we're just throwing out tons of points, getting people ready. For 50 points, what do you do when you're stuck for more than 5 minutes, when you're like, it just won't work? Contact Brian. Contact me, please. The worst thing you can do in coding, especially when you have help, is to just look at it for an hour and be like, well, I guess it won't work. I don't want you, I know you have other classes, and I know I was contacting you guys a lot before school started. I'm like, do this, do that, do this, do that. But Connor is the greatest of all time. Connor, you're the best. So good to have you in here, Connor. And Connor, if the department will let me, I want to have Connor help out. So I'm going to talk to the department and say, do we have ability to keep Connor around and pay him and have him be, because if we don't have Stat Lab, we'd better have Stat Lab TAs, because we're going to need you, Connor, if you're free. Because Connor has been a great help. Connor's taken, I don't think he took 201 with me. He took 320, 474 and has done amazing. You are free. Well, Connor, we're probably going to need you. Okay, wait. We're going to take a vote. We're going to take a vote in chat, one of our last votes of the day, and then we're going to finish up the syllabus. Should we get Connor to help out? True or false? Connor should help out with our class. True or false in the chat? Connor should help out. We'll see what people say. Oh, Connor, you're getting some support right here. Getting some votes for Connor to help out. We love it. Look at all these votes right here. Yes. It is overwhelming that Connor is going to help out. I'm waiting for one person to troll us. Okay, we'll end the poll right here. Is the poll? Yes, there. Oh, one person wrote false? Who wrote false? Oh, there, I see it up there. Jeffrey, why? You guys are awesome. Okay, cool. Well, it was almost unanimous. It was more unanimous than me showing the Marvel intro, which is in this video. Man, you're awesome, Connor. Okay, so let's hop back to the syllabus here. And let me pull it up right here. Where is that syllabus at? Here we go with the syllabus. Okay, so here's the syllabus. You guys know how to get a hold of me. You've got my email. You can get a hold of me on Discord. I'll be sending out a list of when the office hours are and when to meet with me and at what times. So that'll be posted to Canvas. Next but not least, the course is 320. We cover some 201 material. And if you have questions at any time, you can always ask me. You can tag me, and I'll see your questions in the chat. The textbook is Dr. Petrie's textbook. And I will say this, the textbook is actually really awesome. So the textbook is really easy to read. You don't need it. I understand if money's tight. We do post the homework package. So do not worry about having to buy it, but it's a good textbook. 201, I tell students not to worry about buying the textbook. Sorry, my Pearson. Get it on Amazon. Boom, right there. How much is it on Amazon, Connor? You bought it twice? What'd you buy it twice for? That's awesome. Did you buy it because like you lost it? It's a very easy read and it covers a lot of good material. Buy it on Amazon for $27, $32. Totally buy it that way. Someone stole your first. It's that popular. I have one signed by Dr. Petrie. I should show that off. It's like, check out my book. It's signed by Dr. Petrie. But it's a really easy read and $27, $30, good price for it. So they do charge more if you buy it from them. And definitely buy it on Amazon. You don't have to buy it for full price. I know, man, you're getting some F in the chat right there, Connor. So everyone's showing Connor some love for getting, that's just, why would someone steal? Maybe they thought it was theirs. Maybe they thought it was theirs. Hopefully they did. So Vols help Vols. You help them out by giving them a textbook. But just think about that. How important a book is when someone's like, I could really use this book. Email etiquette. Here's how to do it. We've already talked about that. I did have a student email me. I did have a person email me and they said, yo, man, I need a C. I tell that story every semester. I can't believe it. I still look back at my email and see that and see, yo, man, I need a C. Don't email me and say, yo, man, I need a C. I'll probably email now and say, I'm sorry, but that's not your grade. I don't know. I always try to be nice. I think Connor knows this. Connor's been around me enough. And like Connor's my Red Bull buddy. They had watermelon Red Bull this summer. That's the one good thing of 2020 is watermelon Red Bull. Okay, and it wasn't even that great. Coconut Red Bull is better than watermelon Red Bull. Truth right there. So let's see right here. We've got computing and calculator. You don't need anything Coconut Red Bull. We know some Coconut Red Bull in this class. That was the first thing we need. sorry sauce. So with computing and calculators, make sure to have a calculator that you can use. You can use anything but your phone. So right here, Red Bull Sonic Slushy, dude. I wish the world was not on fire. I'm like, I got the quarantine high score. You should try. I've tried some of those. Jack, you need to suggest for me some flavors and I'll try some more. I think they're all right. Like they're not bad, but Coconut Red Bull. Yeah, I can't buy those. I'll drink them. I'll drink 2 or 3 a day. It's bad. And we've shown what $5 a day is. If you spend $5 a day, it's a lot of money. I mean, what? So here's Dr. Emery's classes, and here, oh dude, that sounds awesome. And here's my classes. You can see the links. You can always watch any class I'm teaching. Just be nice and be respectful. And so that's what we do. The Discord server will send you the link, and there's the topics we'll be covering. It's topics. I could read them all off, but that'd be boring. Canvas right here is where we do all of our work. Assignments. Now this is huge. First 3 people in the chat get their 200 points. I want you to say, Brian does not accept late work. I want you to say it. And then I almost want to send this to people in the video. When someone sends me their work, Brian does not accept emailed or late work. Brian does not accept, boom, right there, Jeffrey, Connor. Connor, you can, Christopher, Ryan, Justin, Parker, Alan, cool. We'll give out some more points later. Kenneth, I'm throwing points to Kenneth. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. I love it. Leia, we're throwing points to Leia right there. So awesome. And please, yeah, awesome. Keep up the responses. But, Andrew, dude, type it in all caps. I love that. Andrew gets 200 points right there. Do not email me work. Do not send me, do not turn my work late. Do not email it to me. There's 2 drops. So do not try to knit your work before like 11:50. Connor, have you ever had something that just wouldn't knit and you're like, why won't you knit? Have you ever just like been going crazy like knit, just knit? Oh, come on. Then you're maxed out unless I break the rules. There are 2 drops and you can get 200 points each class, but then that's the max. So I know a lot of people are maxed out. The coding file for 474 took 15 minutes to knit. So if you tried to knit it at 11:50, not knitting. So because it had a lot of like big data things, and it was oh my god, I think we have like 11 or 12 assignments. Keon, 11 or 12 assignments. So 11 or 12 assignments. So we're dropping like almost 20% of them. So really good stuff right there. Weekly quizzes. We'll have weekly quizzes. These are kind of meant to mimic what you'll be doing at the end of the semester, and we'll be doing code in them. So you might have to answer some coding questions. So all of this right here is done on Canvas. Take-home tests. The take-home tests, I think people usually fear the take-home tests. And then when it comes time for the final, they're like, give me the take-home test. So people are completely afraid of the take-home test. but it's 50% of your test grade. And Connor's here to offer some advice. Thank you so much for being here, Connor. You can tell them what you thought about the take-home test because you took 320, what you thought about the take-home test, and then what you thought about the actual test. Like if you have any advice or words for wisdom, Connor, you took 320 with me, and I can't believe it because Connor took 320 for some. Yeah, because 320 is when I was in my old office. 474 was last semester. Oh, dude, I miss so many of my students. I miss seeing you guys every day. Don't let the first homework scare you. Connor's given some great advice there. The first homework is a little bit more difficult. We're going to try to tone it down a little bit. We always try a little bit to tone it down, but please work early on these things. You will have a good bit of time to work on the first assignment, but Connor's taken 320 and 474, so he's here to just kind of talk and help. He's a former student of mine. I think are you finishing up, Connor? Are you senior this year? But Connor is great, and we're glad to have him here. So glad to have him in the stream. So online tests, we'll be doing everything through Respondus Lockdown browser. So I'll send out instructions on how to take those. You will have a cheat sheet. Dude, Connor, congratulations on that. And if you have questions, ask them to Connor. I wish we had an Ask Connor segment. I wish I could show up be like, ask Connor questions, extra credit, got a graphic that appears. But I don't have an Ask Connor segment right now. If I'd known, I would have done it. I'd been like, Ask Connor segment. So the YouTube channel, everything going right here. And so here's a big thing. What percent of your grade is going to be the easiest portion to get? What percent of your grade is going to be easiest to get right here? What percent of your grade is going to be the easiest to get? Yeah, that's really going to help out. The bonus is pretty easy. I agree with that. Bonus is going to be pretty easy. Where do you have a lot of help, which I wouldn't be so afraid. And also you have your open book, the quizzes, the weekly quizzes, and the assignments. So this is 42% of your grade. 42% of your grade. And I was doing this earlier with class. So with 42% of your grade, I don't know why I didn't do this with them. 42% of your grade, if you were to complete, oh no, that's the wrong one. So it's 60% over here and 42. Now, with the 42%, it's the free portion of your grade. I will figure this out. I wrote this earlier. Okay, so this is the, like, not free portion of your grade, but it's the portion of your grade that's easier to get. And then the vector right here is possible grades that you might have if you were to make a 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 on the test. Sorry, I don't think they'll accept it. So, but you are free to learn and learn what we're doing right here. But take a look at this. With a 95 average on the free portion, it's not free, I should say easier portion. I need to stop saying free. I had a teacher one time when I was in school, long time ago, who said, I don't give homework. And then I had homework and they were like, oh, it's homework if you don't finish it. And I was like, well, then you just assign us so much work and then we have to take it home. So we always get homework because we can't possibly finish it all. So yeah, I didn't like that. So this is not free portion of your grade. It's the easier to obtain portion, the part where I can help you out on assignments. I can help you out on quizzes. I agree. That's what, for that teacher right there telling me no homework and then like, oh, it's just work you didn't finish. So you got to take it home now. No. So you will have homework. You will have an easier to obtain portion. If you make a 95 on that easier to obtain portion, then here's what you would need to make on the tests. Let's look at, boom. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You can make a C in the class basically, and I have a hard time assigning like this person a C minus. I'd be like, oh, God, okay, they got a ton of extra credit. If you were to get a 95 on the easier portion, what would you need to make? First person, 200 points. What would you need to make to get, to basically get a C? In the class, you could get a C by making this on all the tests. A 50, Mohammed right there, 200 points. You got it, Mohammed. And so this is insanity. And with this right here, it shows you that you can make C's and make a B. You can make B's and make an A. So basically, you can make one thing lower, at least one thing lower. So if you're making C's on the test, you can make a B in the class. If you're making B's on the test, you can make an A in the class. And so with this right here, I want you to have confidence that your grade can be high if you do all the work. And a 95 is very obtainable. If you make 100, then that's even better. Did we just lose it? Oh, we got the sequence right there. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, I think I did something bad, everyone. I think I just told lies because I had the +2 right there. Everyone, I just told some lies. You'd say, Brian, you showed us the first day of class. Very sorry about that. It still is analogous, basically. But if you look right here, you will get a C minus now. So sorry about that. I had the +2 on there. That's the way I did it last time. And this time I'm doing it in this portion. So very sorry. Brian's not telling the truth right here. Just okay, as long as you're okay with that. Minus 200 points. So the biggest thing right here is here's the what you can make if you make 95s and if you were to make the following. So sorry about that. I did let you forget. Leia, you get your 200 points for the day. I really appreciate that. So with right here, you can see the different grades you get. If you make a 70, you basically make a B in the class. If you make an 80, you've got a B plus basically. And so yeah, it's still of the same format that you almost make one grade higher. If you're making Bs, you make As. If you make Cs, you make Bs. So will the midterm and finals be formatted? Will we be given a problem to solve in the proctored? It'll be through Canvas. And so you'll log on to Canvas, you'll have Respondus, and you will solve the problems on the Respondus, and you will have your cheat sheet too. Does that make sense, Maxwell, right there? Great question, Maxwell. You're at your 200 points. And does that make good sense to everybody? Awesome. We will continue on. Let's go back to the syllabus right here and take a look. Here's the breakdown of grades. It's a little test heavy, but once again, make sure you are doing the assignments, and that's a huge way to bolster up your grades. We have right here, scrolling on down, here's the tentative topics that we will be going over. I think my neighbors are hammering. I hope they're not like hitting on the, like shut up. So the final exam and the midterm are online through Respondus. Very important right here. What's the difference between the take-home exams and the normal ones? So the take-home exams you will turn in online, and they're kind of like all points or no points. So this is very important right here that you either get all your points or you will get know your points on a question. Does that make sense right here? You will solve via code. You will go into R, solve the coding parts of it. Do I have any midterms on here? I don't have any take-home midterms. Do I have a test? That's just a test file. But you will go and solve the code, then you'll enter your questions into a form, and then you will get the grade. So with the take-homes, it's very much right or wrong. So be very careful. Some people do really great on them, and then some people make a few mistakes. But Connor can probably vouch that usually the take-home grades are higher than the in-class grades or the Respondus grades. So usually we see like an 80 average on the take-home and a 70 average on the Respondus. So just think about that. They're usually 10 points higher. So we encourage you to make sure you do the take-home early, make sure to review it, but usually the take-home grades are a little bit higher. Everyone pretty good on what's the difference between the take-home and the Respondus test? Who's with me right there? Let's see some yeses in the chat. Who's with me on this, understanding what the take-home and the Respondus have as differences? Awesome, love it. Good stuff in the chat right there, following along. So here's the tentative outline for the course. Please do not post or share materials anywhere that they shouldn't be shared. I know we all know of like Study Blue, Course Hero, Chegg, all those sites. Do not post there. Do not post your work there. Do not take work from there. Even after you're in the class, it's because people can take this work and just pass it off as their own. Don't do it because it can definitely lead to cheating and stuff like that. What we do encourage is if you are meeting with someone, even if it's virtually via Discord, you can show people your screen. Now, don't be working on an assignment and they'll be like, okay, scroll down. Okay, scroll down. Okay, scroll down. You're like, wait, are you just screenshotting my screen? You're like, no, scroll down. Okay, scroll down. That's not how we help each other. We don't help each other by saying, hey, what are the answers? We say, okay, how do you do this code right here? What's going on? Like, this is, like, what does this code mean? Well, this is just a 2-vector space. This is just the X space, and this is just the Y space. This is just a 2-vector space right here. So with this right here, we try to help each other. We don't ever try to just be like, here's the answer. And if you're helping your fellow students, that's awesome. Do not send people your email, your work. Do not do that. Late assignments right here. Late assignments will not be accepted. We know that. We know that so well. Graded assignments, TAs are going to leave awesome comments on your assignment. Please tell me if the comments are not thorough enough or if your assignments are not getting graded. So if your assignments do not get graded in a very kind of, we give them a week, please tell me. And I'll also be releasing information about the TA's office hours, more to come. That's got the syllabus talk. Are you ready for some lecture right here? It's like, are you ready?
Are you ready for some lecture?
That sounded weird. Let's do this. Let's hop over to lecture right here. Where's my lecture at? I don't even know. It's one of these. Where'd I put lecture? There's lecture. Yes, sir. Let's do this. Let's hop to lecture here. Let's do this. Okay, we're over here on the lecture screen right now. Let's do this. I think they're hammering, so I'm like, okay, maybe they're not mad at me. It'd be a fun semester if I had neighbors mad at me. Ha 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 ha. Don't. Yeah, I think they're fixing something. Yeah, which is good. If that's how loud hammering gets, then yeah. Hello, IRL neighbors. Like if they were to be mad, I'd have to be like, hi, I teach during these times. You might hear me talking and having fun teaching. And they'd be like, no, you're not teaching. You're having fun. No one has fun teaching. How dare you? Like, what? Soundboard. No one should give me a soundboard. Okay, so let's talk about business analytics here. This is time to get serious. Are you ready to learn, like, what the heck am I in? So now that we know what's going on with the course, how the grades are, who wants to know, like, anything about this course, and what is business analytics? Like, what the heck is this business analytics thing that we're doing right here? Any takers on this? 50 extra points first person, 50 extra points. Who wants to know? Who wants to know? No one wants to know? Not a single person. I'm taking back those points. Nadai wants to know. Boom, you get the points. You got the points. We throw them back out. We got this. Let's talk about some business analytics. Let's do this. An overview of business analytics. So you want to know everything. I love that. 50x points to Alan right there. So business analytics is all about making data-driven decisions. Business analytics is taking data like they did in baseball. We probably all know the story of Moneyball and how in Moneyball you've got Jonah Hill. And it's so funny to me what they did to Jonah Hill because, I mean, Jonah Hill's great. Jonah Hill's a cool guy. But the guy Jonah Hill played in Moneyball was Paul De Podesta. And if you're wondering who the heck is Paul De Podesta, well, Paul De Podesta is, I'll bring it up right here. I'm going to bring up the image of Paul De Podesta. This, if you remember Jonah Hill from Moneyball, that's Jonah Hill from Moneyball. I mean, yeah, he's got glasses. I've got some glasses too if I want to go put on my glasses. I'm blind, I wear contacts. But I find it interesting. Yep, and these are found under modules. 8, you get your 50 points, extra 50. I'm throwing out massive. I got to calm down. But good question right there. These are on Canvas. They're under the modules section. So you'll find all the notes for the class under modules. But this guy right here, this dude, he's the guy who Jonah Hill played in the movie. And I think, and there's nothing wrong, like if you're into video games, if you're into anime, if you're into manga, I mean, you're talking about Brian right here. If you're into D&D, that's like the one nerdy thing I'm not into. But like, it's cool to be you. And so I don't know why in these movies, whenever they like, oh, we need a nerdy character. I mean, maybe he's like super into D&D and like all those things. I don't know. Maybe he is. But they play up these kind of stereotypes of people. What I'm trying to say is business analytics is for everybody. It's for nerds, people who call themselves nerds. I'm happy to be a nerd. It's for people who are not nerds. Either way, you know, like you're a nerd, cool. You're not a nerd, cool. I don't care. So it's you. So with this right here, it's about making data-driven decisions. And that's what companies, businesses, and everything cares about now is actually using analytics to make decisions and increase their business revenue and to have better client relationships. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to be doing lots of different things this semester. We're going to do regression. We're going to do nonlinear relationships. I know it's interesting. Like they're like, oh, this is a nerdy person. It's like, we need this stereotype of a nerd. It's like, well, I'm a nerd. Maybe I'm a complete stereotype. I've got glasses. I've got bad eyesight. I've got bad jokes. Brian, you're the perfect quintessential nerd. Maybe we'll hop to camera 2 here in a moment. So what we do in business analytics is we do not actually work with cause and effect relationships. What we're going to be using with is kind of ways of thinking about the world. And I don't know if I have my book next to me that I could show this, but there's a famous saying, all models are wrong, some are useful. And so we're going to make models of the world that help explain the world. And you know what? I have to bring this up. I love bringing up this example every time I talk about this because everyone always talks bad about this. They talk about the 2016 election. And is this the right page? Not the right page, right? So let me show this here. 538, 2016 election night. People say, oh, it was so off. The predictions were so off. But they don't look at all the statistics. So we're going to go here to the 2016 election night, and we're going to look at the statistics from that night. So I'm going to pull this over here, and let's look at the statistics for that night and get an understanding of what was being done. Okay, so when you look at this right here, you notice at the start of the night that they're predicting 302.2 votes for Hillary and 235 for Trump. And you'd say, well, yeah, they're predicting a landslide basically for Hillary and Trump's going to lose. And they were wrong. But what do estimates have with them? What do estimates have with them? This is something big for this course. Every estimate we make in statistics should have a certain amount. It's a U word, and it's like, I don't know. Every estimate should have a level of what? U word. Who knows my favorite U word for what estimates should have? You can also call it a margin of error. But it should have amount of uncertainty right there. 200 points, all those answers. It should have uncertainty. I'm going to throw another. Someone can be at 300 points. I should not do that. I should not do that. But this right here is a what? This blue from here to down here for Hillary's votes is a what? Hints like 95 something. It's a what for her votes. This blue is a what? It's a range. You are correct, but I need a big thing from 201. This is a 201 review. Confidence interval, Ryan got it right there. Boom. Ryan and Muhammad were tied for that. They both get it. It's a confidence interval. And look over here at the end of the night. Wait a minute. It's almost like she was at the lower bound of her confidence interval because Trump says 235 right here and Hillary ended at 239, which means she would be right here within her confidence interval. It's a 95% confidence interval. And look at this overlap. All this overlap indicates that there's uncertainty about who's going to win. And you can actually see when you can kind of call the race when the intervals have no more overlap because it's like, okay, well now the uncertainty is so small because, I think there was a few extra states to report in after this, but there was very little uncertainty afterwards. And this is what's important when we do statistics is to give the full picture. And you'll notice right here, people say, well, how can Clinton lose if she has a 71% probability? I mean, imagine I put 29 bad apples in a bag and 71 good apples, and I say eat an apple. Who thinks they could possibly get a bad apple? If I give you, there's no bad apples, good. I don't. And then I put $2,900 bills and $71 $1 bills in a bag. Do you think you might get a $100 bill? I'm not saying good or bad here. This is not what I'm here to say. So I don't want anyone to think Brian's calling anything good or bad. That's not my point. My point is the statistics actually show you. Does everyone understand what Brian's getting at right here? That with our uncertainty, there was definitely not like a sure thing or anything on election night. The numbers show via the model that we actually decently estimated how many votes would be obtained via the Electoral College. It's just that there's a lot of uncertainty. These are very hard models to make, and that's what I like about statistics, and I think a lot of people don't look at the overall complexity. And what's so cool, this dashboard that they made shows every state, and you can see each state change over time. So I love statistics. I love graphics. It's so cool, like Maine, 2nd District, just all these changes. It's so interesting. So Nate Silver's site, really great political blogger right there. And check out his site if you haven't. And I think we have 8 more minutes, right? Am I correct, everybody? 8 more minutes? We got time. We got this. And if you can't tell, once again, I'm not here to sway your opinion on anything. I'm here to talk about the stats, talk about the numbers. That is my goal throughout this class, is to take data and have you understand it better. And if you look at the presentation of the data right there, it is spot on. It can show you how it changes overnight and how their model changes and how the predictions change over time. So that's what we're trying to do. Because do you think there's an actual mathematical equation to that election poll right there? Do you think there's some governing mathematics to it? Like we could do some E equals MC squared stuff on it? No. All those equations figuring it out are just estimates of a truth that's so nebulous, it's hard to understand. And I think that's what makes statistics and business analytics sometimes harder than mathematics, and not hard in a bad way. But that's why we say all models are wrong, because we're never going to know that we have the true model. There's no way to know, be like, oh, I've got the truth. Be like, really? Why do you think you have the truth? And I like statistics. It's kind of like debate. It's like, really? Show me your answers better than mine. So it's a lot of fun. So here we go right here. One of the biggest things we've done in statistics is we've upped the amount of data we can use. Who knows what comes between right here, a terabyte and an exabyte? Who knows what is 10 to the 15th, 200 points out there? Who knows what's between a terabyte and an exabyte? And it's funny we left that one off because that's the one you often hear now. Who knows what's between a terabyte and an exabyte? It's a petabyte. Or it's peta, right? Peta. So it is petabyte. And right there, 100 times larger. Yep. And it's in between these two right here, giga, tera, peta, exa, zeta. So, and Doc Brown calls this gigawatts. So there, is it para? We need to Google this. Someone Google it in the background. Double check me. I think there's exa, zeta, yoda. I think yoda's after that one. It's so weird. The big things are so hard to understand. You got it right, Pog. It is T. It is T. Yep. And so it's crazy because they talk about like flops and stuff like that. And that was a big thing for like the Xbox Series, not the Series X, but the Xbox X. Why do they call it the Series X? There's already the Xbox One X. They're making weird names for these things. I don't like it. But why is data so important? I'm just going to highlight all this because here's the biggest thing. There is so much data out there. There is so much data every day. And we need data warehouses to store this. So if you look at it, sensor data produced by a jet every 30 minutes, 10 terabytes. That's insanity. That means if I have like 40 students in my class and they all have terabyte hard drives, almost in the time of class, I'd fill up half, not if more than half, than everybody's hard drives during class from a jet. That's ridiculous. From all the sensors, you think about your car has sensors when something goes wrong, and these are putting out so much data, just like blinking data everywhere. That's how things put out data, is blink, 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 blink. Not really. But with all this data that things are putting out on a jet, 10 terabytes of data every 30 minutes. How do we analyze this? How do we store this? One of my favorite stories is from Pilot. Pilot, if you don't know, great Knoxville company, and the Haslams are helping out the university so much. Thank you again for that $40 million gift that they recently gave. I am so glad that we have such generous people in our community to help out our university. But we heard a story about how one of the pilot stations didn't sell a Red Bull for like 3 hours. And so you know what they did? They called them up and they said, hey, you haven't sold a Red Bull in 3 hours. And they're like, yeah, we've been kind of busy. No one's stocked the Red Bull. And they're like, well, can you go stock it? Who here loves Red Bull? I need some Red Bull love in the chat. Who loves Red Bull? Anybody? Am I the only person who drinks Red Bull here? We got 5 more minutes. We're not done yet. 5 more minutes. We need to talk about Red Bull right there. Sakrab, and tell me if I mispronounce it. Sakrab. We love Red Bull. Now, I'm going to give you a monster. What do you think of this monster? Here's your monster. It's not a Red Bull. It's a monster. I wish I could just animate a monster into my hand right here. Yeah, I do kind of agree. That's why I kind of quit energy drinks too. I do. Ooh, I like that. I like that response right there. You get you 200 for the day right there. A boo monster. I agree. As long as you're 21. Oh, Andrew's throwing some Red Bull. Oh, Monster greater than Red Bull. We got a little bit of interesting. You see, we talked politics. We should have never brought up Red Bull versus Monster. We were safe on politics. We should just stuck. Let's go back to politics. Let's go discuss that. But with this right here, think about this. You go to a pilot to get a Red Bull, and then they don't have a Red Bull. Well, then you're like, okay, you go back the next day. You're like, they don't have Red Bull again. You might stop going to that gas station because they don't have Red Bull. That's crazy. Dude, Monster. Yeah, Monster is actually, that hits me harder than Red Bull. We might go PS5 next gen. We might go PS5. We've seen this huge growth and projection in data analytics jobs. One thing I want to say right here is I was the first class of business analytics master's candidates at the University of Tennessee. And I was, for the longest time, the only one I think who went into education. A second person has went into education. They also have their PhD in mathematics. But, business analytics is all about taking data and turning it into actionable decisions. And so when you think about this, now we've done PC versus console. What are we doing? We're just hitting all the hot button topics today. But with this right here, the growth in data analytics jobs has been huge. So we in the Haslam College of Business, we like to think that our degree can stand alone as business analytics students. Livia will end class with that. Leela, sorry for mispronouncing there. So we have a great degree, I think, in business analytics, but also if you're supply chain, if you're marketing, if you're economics, if you're finance, if you're psychology, that's my undergrad. If you're, I don't know how it relates to English. Actually, I think there is some stuff for English. If you're history, I think analytical skills is great and knowing how to code is excellent. So all we're trying to do is identify needs, identify trends in data, and do that. Let's end with just some quick examples right here. This is just kind of our fun stuff. I'm trying to think what else to tell you guys because we're almost done. Here's the coolest thing. Do we show like some of the Kaggle competitions? There's so much to talk about. Oh, we'll do that. Yeah, the friendship survey comes up later in class. So it's kind of a brief overview. So what I'd like to do right now is let's do this. Let's do one last. You guys want to end class with one last speed run right here? I'm going to pick a favorite question and give that person 300 points. So I'm going to pick a favorite question. How about we end class with one last? No, we need to do something else. I got something else. And it's something cool. You ready? Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm gonna have to peer over and see if it works. Here's a new thing to end class. We got 1 minute. Let's check it out. With 1 minute left, let's check this out. We're going to the whiteboard.
No.
Okay, so I cannot see anything that anyone is writing right now. This is the whiteboard. Close the door here a little bit. And so I can't see what you're writing, and I had the camera turned off because I don't want it to overheat. I feel like I'm gonna knock that down. But this is the whiteboard, so I can do some examples. This is a new thing this semester, but yeah, so I can't see what you're writing. I'll be back here in just one moment. Coming back. And that's got it. Yesterday when I ran the camera for the whiteboard, it overheated, I think, so I feel like I need to turn it on. That's why you saw the main cam. Anyways, so that's got class right here. That's everything going on. How's everyone doing? We're going to put up the end of class screen right here because I think we just did class. Is that correct, everybody? Class appears to be over. Let me put up the class is over screen. I'm just taking questions right now. We got a saying, we start on time, we end on time. I'm still learning these new class times. Am I correct that class is over? Someone tell me if I'm right or wrong right here. If I were to play a casino game, oh, it'd be Texas Hold'em or Omaha High-Low. Class is over. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Christopher, right there. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Make sure everything... You're welcome, Andrew. I feel like, there we go. Get my mics good right here. I'd probably destroy the... We need Mario Kart. I can't... There might be a way for us to play it. So all assignments and their due dates can be found under the assignments tab on Canvas. That is correct. Will Streamlabs record the points so we get for the first day? The points I yell out to you, you need to send me those in the form I put. I'll send it out again. Would you ever fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? You know what? Probably the one horse-sized duck, because that's easy to put your attention on. You don't have to worry. I mean, if you got 100 duck-sized horses or like 100 and anything you got to keep your attention on. I mean, like, let me think, because these are horses. No, but horses are, sorry, horses, you're pretty fragile. That's a tough one now. Nah, probably if they're smaller, then they're going to be easier. Duck-sized goose. Awesome, Muhammad. Yeah, I'm so glad to have you here. Favorite band? Probably be like, I think Block B is really great. I like, I don't know. I would say BTS, but then they got so huge and everyone's like, I love BTS. So does this count as week one? Yep, this counts as week one. Yep. There we go. Let me see right here. And then let's see. Do we put our points? Yep. I'll send you the sheet to put your points in. Yep. For some reason, it sounds a little bit quiet right now in my ears. Even though you mentioned getting 200 points multiple times, the max is just 200. Yep. And I'll try to like not give as many. I'd like first day. I want everyone to get the points. That's all right. Yep. Or can you? That's all right, Justin. So, any other questions? Ask your questions if you got them. I had a lot of fun today. I hope everyone else did. We had the Marvel intro and everything. So, really appreciate it. Do we have around 40 students in the section? We do. And I think we had around 40 watching, right? We had around 40 watching, I think, which is awesome. Be here live. You know, we're going to be more serious. We're going to go through more lecture material. 49? That's crazy. That's good. Yesterday for 201, we had like 280, I think, at one point. I was like, holy mackerel. This class is over. I'm just taking questions. My neighbors are not hammering or yelling at me. I don't think they can hear me. We never hear our neighbors. Maybe they're just super quiet. Oh, that's awesome, Nicholas. I'm so glad. I need to figure out how to tighten the mic down on this. You're welcome, Leia. Good to have you here. Trying to think of what other fun stuff we have. Did you guys like the whiteboard? Oh yeah, I watch anime. We've got so much Attack on Titan. We're way behind on Attack on Titan. Like we still have Attack on Titan season 2 to watch. And like favorite animes would be like Death Note, Trigun, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood. I have to admit Brotherhood's better than the original, even though I watched the original. Awesome Campbell, so good. Oh, Dr. Stone, I've heard about that. Yeah. Alan, that's what, yeah, you told me about it. You told me about the kid who wakes up. And yeah, that sounded really good. It has some Death Note. Death Note's awesome. You're welcome, Parker. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you had a good time today. I want people to enjoy class, and that means a lot to me when people say, like, I had a good time. So we try to keep it fun. We try to mix it up. different screens, different things. Have a great weekend, 8-2. And if you want me to call you 8, is that what you want me to call you? I can call you A. I can call you 8, whatever you like. You're welcome, Jeffrey. I'll end out here in a little bit here. One of these days I'll figure out how to tighten down this mic. Started watching Cowboy Bebop this weekend. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop's great. I need to rewatch it. I watched it like when it was coming out in like 2001. It's funny, it was on like Toonami Midnight Run before Adult Swim came out. So I think that's what Cartoon Network had at midnight, like in 2000. And then Adult Swim came out in 2001. Or maybe it was 2002. Like oh man, when Adult Swim came out, you would go down the halls of the dorms and it'd be like midnight and everyone would be up watching Adult Swim. Like that would keep everyone up to like 2 a.m. Like every night people were like, dude, Adult Swim's on. There's like a new episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Or like Harvey Birdman. Or I think like Harvey Birdman. There were so many good shows. Yeah. And then what's the one? Why can't I think of the show where it's like stop motion? I'm getting old. Can't remember things. See, people are like Adult Swim. They're like, oh, that's so old school. Like no, Adult Swim is so relevant. For like, what's Adult Swim? It's a Cartoon Network thing. I watch cartoons. I'm cool. Any other last questions right here? Feel free to get your questions in. Any other last questions? I think that might do it. I'll put up the end screen right here in a moment, but thank you everyone for joining in. I'll put some tags in this video, comment under videos. You're welcome. Do you guys want me to call you Sauce? No, you're welcome. If you're positive, if you're having fun, you're being nice, you're allowed to join in. I hope you're doing well with your schooling. I hope your schools are keeping you safe and everything. And if you ever want to know anything about business analytics or anything, you can always ask, or statistics, but we're here to help. We're just like a positive community and that's what we do. So I hope you're doing well, keeping safe, because crazy world. But no, we're happy to have everyone here. I think that's got it. So we're going to put up the new bumper. It's just so positive. I love the music. But with that, have a good weekend. Ting Yan. So great job. See everybody later. Bye.